What's up, Nightwalkers? It's Will from TNVC, and I have another video for you guys today. Today I'm going over the Rayvn group, Rayvn Rail. Before I get going in this video, I like to give you a full disclosure and let you know that I work at TNVC, and you should know that the Rayvn Rail is a new product that we just started carrying at TNVC. The Rayvn Rail is a bridge that allows you to helmet mount a PVS-14 and a FLIR Breach. It's designed specifically for the FLIR Breach, however, it will also take the Armasight Sidekick, which is a thermal monocular. It's going to be similar in form factor to the Breach. It's going to be available later this summer in 2023. I spent time using this bridge, testing and evaluating it before we decided at TNVC to start carrying it. In fact, right now it's in stock at the TNVC website. In stock, $375. Just go on the website. You can search under brands, look under Rayvn Group, spelled just like how you see it right there, Rayvn. Or do the search feature. It's a magnifying glass on the website. Search it that way, you'll find it. So anyways, with this bridge, what I'm really impressed by it is it's $375. And for that price point, it's a phenomenal value because this thing's all metal construction. It's billet aluminum, including the dovetail shoe. So the dovetail shoe, everything's billet aluminum, made in the United States, which is fantastic. And it's got some features to it that are pretty unique for most articulating bridges that are available right now. Now, because it is a dovetail, you're gonna need something like a Wilcox G24 to mount it up to your helmet. Then feature-wise on this bridge, it's a great bridge. It's fantastic, really clever design. And so it articulates, PVS-14 gets full range of articulation. The Breach, or the thermal side, it doesn't get as much articulation. It depends on your eye spacing. I mean, if you have really wide eyes and you're way out here for some reason, you'll get more articulation, but most people are gonna be a little bit further in here. And once you're in that position there, you're gonna have limited articulation. However, it's still plenty fine to get that away from your eyeball so that you can use your eye if you don't want to have the thermal down in front of your eye. And then so it articulates, and then the way you do your IPD adjustment, and this is what's really unique about this bridge, is that it allows you to do IPD adjustment, interpupillary distance on both devices. Most of the articulating bridges that are available right now for doing this kind of a setup, you have to articulate both devices for your IPD spacing. So with this one, you just got to get it down in this position, and then you're going to do your IPD adjustment this way. And then you just got to simply tighten up this knob, get it locked in position. Same thing for the PVS-14. So it's pretty clever design for that. Really simple to use. The way the bridge comes set up is it's going to be set up for the PVS-14 to be on your right eye and the thermal to be on your left eye. This is the most popular configuration. It's how most guys run it. However, if you do want to switch it, you can. You just have to take some screws out of the bridge and switch the devices, as well as you got to flip this arm here that attaches the breech to the bridge 90 degrees and do it that way. Now, before you get going on it, you just have to know there's 2 Delrin gaskets on each side, and you don't want to lose those gaskets. If you do lose them, Rayvn Group, I'm sure they'll get you squared away on that. If you buy this thing from us, contact us and we'll get you squared away as well. But just be very mindful with that. So when you take the screws out of here, just be careful, be slow when you remove it. I'll kind of show you what that process looks like, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Here's the gaskets right here I'm talking about. This one pop out right there. Now, if you just pull it out of there, these things might fall out of there and you don't want to lose them. I know there's going to be questions about how well does this bridge work to fuse the thermal image with the PVS-14 image. And just like any other bridge that's out there that does this type of a deal, mounting these 2 devices up there, is that you may not be able to achieve that. So just understand that if you're buying this kind of a setup, I don't recommend buying it looking to get a fusion setup. It is possible. Everybody's a little different. There's some tricks you can do with it. Just know that this setup is better served just if you want to have thermal on your head. So if you want to have head mounted or helmet mounted thermal with the ability to scan whenever you want, the ability to use the PVS-14 whenever you want, get this set up. I want to get it to just strictly get a fusion type setup. Now, with that said, one of the tricks that you can do with this setup, or really any setup where you're using a FLIR Breach or any other thermal that has this type of a setting in its menu, I'll show you right now what the setting looks like in the Breaches menu. So in the Breaches menu, you just go down to settings, and you have these margin adjustments. And so these margin adjustments allow you to shift the image of the thermal display left to right, up and down. So if you do that at the same time as you're looking through the PVS-14, you know, what I do is I find something that's going to have it's going to have some kind of heat to it. So like, you know, bricks, something like that, whatever's going to retain some heat. And then I use that in outdoor alert mode, since that stands out a little bit better. You could do it in black hot, white hot, whatever you prefer. Outdoor alert mode works the best for me on a breach. And I just move those margin adjustments until the thermal image lines up the best it can with the PVS-14 image. Just know that there is a mechanical limit, obviously, depending on your IPD spacing. With where the thermal device is, you only have so much margin adjustment in that menu. But you could try that if you want to try the fusion type thing and see if that works. That should help you get a bit closer. But like I said, this setup isn't going to guarantee that type of a fusion or thermal overlay setup. To wrap up the video, this is a fantastic bridge for mounting a PVS-14 with the FLIR Breach or an Armasight Sidekick. There are currently no accessory options to mount a second PVS-14. However, if there's enough demand out there, I'm sure Rayvn Group could easily make up another arm to mount a second PVS-14. But for what it's designed for, which is to do a 14 with the thermal, it does it fantastically well. Really clever engineering in the whole design. And it comes in at an excellent price point that pretty much, you know, is just targeted for the night vision enthusiast consumer. It's a fantastic bridge. So anyways, if you guys have any comments, hit me up in the comments section. You can always reach out to me at TNVC as well. And thanks for watching the video, and you guys take care.